Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once more to this channel, and I would like to say a very big thank you to you for taking your time off to listen to our videos. I really want to appreciate you. I understand some make of the view that the technical jargons are just overwhelming, so I should reduce it. I try, some of these things they come naturally. So I will try to break them down and so that we all have understanding. That's the most important thing. Getting the understanding and having information is the most important thing for us as content as we create this content. You know. So um today we want to look at one important topic which everybody battles with, and this has to do with um, the assertion that do everybody need a borehole or a well in their homes? Do we all need a borehole or a well in our homes? The answer is no. We all don't need it. In fact, should we do it many times and as if we extract much water from the earth, or we try to draw much water or exploit more water in excess from the earth, what will happen? There will be catastrophic effects. We call something ground subsidence. The ground will shake. Like I explained in one of our videos, the earth is like the cushion or a foam with holes in it, and those holes we call them pores. That's where the water gets to, and then in rocks too, there are cracks in rocks. So the water fills these spaces, and should we extract it much more than necessary, um, what will happen is that um, the spaces will be filled, and when the spaces are filled, the earth will shrink. It's like squeezing um, water from the foam. You see that the foam will shrink and become small. So yeah, we don't have to have it like that. Now, one senior member or one senior hydrogeologist had a discussion with him some time ago. I mean, some couple of years ago, and he was telling me about something that he did with one of the big estate companies here in Ghana. The estate contacted him that he should get wells in all their units for them, and he requested to meet the CEO of that company and had a discussion with him that they should only give him 3 plots so that he can work on the 3 plots, and the groundwater that he get from there will feed or will supply to all the houses in the estates. And this saved the estate so much money. It saved the estate so much money. He drilled wells. I think some wells, I mean, not many wells, about 3 or 4 of them, if my memory serves me right. And it supplied the entire estate. So we don't need it. We don't need so many wells. In fact, a well that can yield 10 liters per minute, or that can give you water of quantity or of an amount of 10 liters per minute, can serve at least 10 households. And I mean, in some areas, we can get about 150, 200 liters per minute, 40 liters, 60 liters. Those ones are very common. 100 liters per minute and all that. So if we can get this, why do we need it? I suggested this at a conference too. And what happened was that someone said Ghanaians don't like to share. And Ghanaians don't like to share. But this one is not really about sharing. It's rather has to do with saving costs and then doing the right thing so that we'll be able to manage groundwater very well. If we don't manage it, we may lose it. And it is the largest fresh water available to mankind. Groundwater is the largest fresh water available to mankind. So if we are unable to manage it, we will lose it. So we have to manage it very well. So I would like to advise landlords associations, that if they can come together, there's no need to drill boreholes in all the homes. They can just decide that okay, hydrogeologists come and then come and do site investigations. I mean, siting. Some people would like me to call it site investigation. In their compounds, and where we can extract much more water, we can drill it there, and then we can connect the well or the water that we get from the groundwater that we get from those wells to their homes. You can drill 2 or 3 wells, and it can serve many homes. So I would like to um, advise landlords to do that. So we don't need to have boreholes everywhere. We don't need to have it in every household. In fact, the distance from one well, the distance between 2 wells should be about 50 to 100 meters. And imagine, as even our houses, we cannot even get a distance of 50 meters on our compound. So how do we get? So if we are drilling in every home, you see that the distance will be very short, less than 30 meters sometimes. So it will put stress on the aquifer. It will put stress on the aquifer. So I would strongly advise that we should rather come together and then have proper siting done so that we can have our boreholes, which can give us so much quantity of water that there will not be a need to necessarily drill boreholes in individual homes. And let me chip in this one too. Surface water, we've not been able to exploit it even here in Ghana, even up to about 40%. So had it not been for inefficiencies and then other factors, we can supply surface water, but we don't have it everywhere. We don't have Ghana water supplying to every household in Ghana. So there will be a need to supplement the work of Ghana water with groundwater. But there's no need to drill it in every home. There's no need to drill it in every home. We can have some drill in our neighborhoods, and we'll be able to get water. The most important, the only thing that comes up will be the maintenance of the pump and then power supply. And then over years, or when we use it for some time, we can do something we call rehabilitation. That is, we try to clean the well so that if there are clogs in the pores, we can take care of them and then make it better so that the flow of water into the ground into the borehole will be matched, and then we can continue like that. So there's no need. It is not necessary that we all have to get individual wells in our homes. It is not even good practice, and it will not help in the management of groundwater. So today, this is what I want to share with us, and I believe that you are going to like the video. Please send your comment. The comments that are coming are very strong, and we are working on it. So please send your comments. Try and then share with everybody that everybody around you, and let it go viral. We want to get to 1,000 subscriptions, and like I promised the last time, we are going to have an amazing live stream when we get to 1,000 subscriptions. So I would like to say thank you.